Yo, what's happening, world? B Marsh Boxing back at it. You already know what's good, boxing heads and fight fans around the world. Mikey Garcia, Errol Spence, March 16th. As the day's getting closer, man, I'm actually now looking forward to this fight. Just to see if Mikey Garcia can pull off the unknown. You check it if the man is capable of doing the impossible. A lot of skeptics out there of Errol Spence. A lot of skeptics of Mikey Garcia. Both guys actually have a lot to prove still in the game of boxing. Yeah, Mikey Garcia is 39 and no 30 KOs, but at the end of the day, let's look at who he's beat as far as world champions to become a four different division world champion. Well, it started with 126 when he beat Salido, right? Actually backed out the fight. His brother pulled him out, talking about he got a broken nose, and he basically ain't finished the fight like he should. You know what I mean? You know, I was disappointed with how that fight ended, just like I was disappointed with Yildirim versus what's the guy's name? Anthony Durrell. All right, that's 126. At 130, who did he beat at 130? I believe he beat Roman Rocky Martinez, if I'm not mistaken. Roman Rocky Martinez, all right? Not necessarily a world beater. Three-time WBO champion at super featherweight. But where's he been ever since he got sparked out by Mikey Garcia? You know what I mean? To me, that was basically collecting a paycheck and lay down. You know what I mean? Because he ain't been back since. So that's who he beat at 130 WBO. 135, he beat Dejan Zlatikin. Dejan Zlatikin, the only claim to fame Dejan Zlatikin had was Jorge Linares avoiding him at all costs. You know what I mean? Even vacating his WBC strap, claiming an injury to go for the less more difficult fighter when Jorge Linares fought Crawler for his WBA title. That was an easier route for Jorge Linares to gain back a world title he had at lightweight. So that's who Mikey beat, all right? Then we have at 140, he beat, what's that guy's name? What's the guy's name? Sergey Limpinets, all right? That's who he beat. Okay, so these are not necessarily world beaters. These are not world-class fighters that Mikey Garcia is beating. So I could see why he wants to prove himself after being a pro since 2008, why he want to prove himself now. Or is it even longer than two? I think it is 2008. Why he'd want to prove himself in his 39th fight going into his 40th fight, 39 and 0. You know, maybe there's a voice in the back of his head saying, yeah, I achieved all these world titles, these trinkets, but who did he really beat? And that was always my problem with the man Mikey Garcia. You know what I mean? The man got skills, good fundamental textbook boxer. But at the end of the day, is he really the world-class fighter, pound-for-pound fighter that some make him out to be? Well, he has every opportunity to prove everybody, all the skeptics and critics wrong when he fights the man Errol Spence. As the fight gets closer, I would not be surprised if this fight went the distance. And if it does, then that'll be a red flag raised on the man Errol Spence. You know what I mean? Because in my opinion, Errol Spence needs to get a stoppage, KO. This fight should not go the distance with a man coming up in weight. To me, Mikey Garcia looks fat at 140, looks a little flabby. How you figure he's going to look at 147 unless Victor Conte putting something in them snack supplements that he's been heavily endorsing? What's up, Mike 104? He's in the chat. What's good, fam? Says, what's up, Ralph? Who's Ralph? Maybe that's a typo for B. Marsh. Mikey going to have a fast start and not gas out in the long run. Possibly, man. This fight is actually, it's a lot of questions to be answered on both ends, you know what I mean? Anthony Purvis, what's good, fam? How you feeling, big dog? He says, what's good, bro? It's going to be hard for him to withstand the body work from Spence Jr. Yeah, that's where I see Mikey, you know, my prediction's yet to come out, but I'm more leaning to that rib cage being obliterated. You know what I mean? Some hellacious body shots from the man Mikey Garcia, who does his thing when it comes to body shots. You seen what he did in his last fight to Ocampo. 2 body shots, you know what I mean? To the right side, the right ribs, not even the left hooks. And that destroyed his opponent, you know? But both guys, man, they have a lot of questions to be answered, and I would not be surprised if the fight goes the distance. But I'm sorry, what's his name? Errol Spence still also got a lot to been in a meaningful fight since he beat Kell Brook, and really and truly on his resume, that's the only world-class fighter he beat. Enough credit to him for going out there to England and beating the man in his backyard. All right, go ahead and get that Uber. Bet, go ahead. About to seal this video up. All right, now, what you call it? Can Errol Spence, Mikey Garcia pull off Pacquiao, what Pacquiao did coming up from lightweight and beating Oscar De La Hoya? Yeah. Oscar De La Hoya hadn't fought at 147 in 7 years, but he came down in weight. Freddie Roach and Pacquiao knew that this guy probably would struggle to make that weight. But at the end of the day, Pacquiao was not favored to win that fight. He was the underdog, and he pulled off the unthinkable. I knew he would do what he did. At that time, Pacquiao was a menace. The fight before that, he had just destroyed, what's that guy's name? David Diaz for the WBC 135-pound title. Went up 2 weight classes. Juan Manuel Marquez tried against Floyd Mayweather. That's definitely a different echelon of fighters at that particular time. Marquez fighting Floyd, who was coming out of retirement, had been out the ring for some time, you know what I mean, coming out of semi-retirement. But at the end of the day, Mikey Garcia, 10 minutes till what? What time the Uber coming? All right, bet. I'm gonna be ready. Don't worry. You check it. So, can Mikey Garcia pull off what Ray Leonard did? Now, I thought Marvin Hagler won that fight. Close fight. Could have gone either way. I'm not going to gripe about it. I've always thought Hagler won that fight. Watched it so many times. And I see my man, the marvelous one, winning the fight. Can he pull it off? You know what I mean? A lot of guys have... You could go to my playlist, man. I got a video of every single fight in the alphabet era, alphabet body, sanctioning body era, of fellas stepping up 2 weight classes to fight an opponent in 2 weight classes above them. You know what I mean? From Rigondeaux to Lomachenko, we seen how that ended. Kell Brook to Triple G, we seen how that ended. I even go back to fellas like Jose Napoles and Carlos Monzon. We seen how that ended, you know what I mean? You check it. So very few. The percentages are very low, and the stakes are much higher when you're going up to face a man 2 weight classes above you, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. You guys let me know in the comment section. Can the guy pull off the unthinkable? My Uber's waiting for me outside. D-Marsh Boxing, leave your thoughts and comments, and I'm out of here. Oh, Mike says, Ralph is on your sock, right? Yeah, buddy, that's that polo bear, dogs, you know what I mean? Yes, indeed. He says, Mikey Garcia physique is going to sway public opinion. If he looks kangaroo jacked, then it's bad, yeah. That's that snack supplements that I heard he's been taking. Mike 104 says, Spence is for sure not intimidated by Mikey. I think he's going to be more comfortable in the ring. Yeah, he's going to take a feeling out process, but eventually I do think he's going to get rid of his opponent. But we shall do more videos on this topic when I get more time to be chill in my company. Thanks 104, Mike and Anthony Purvis, and I'm gone. I'll catch you guys on the rebound. All right? Thank you. Anthony Purvis says, if this fight goes 12, Mikey won't be the same, in my opinion. Nah, he'll be shattered. He'll be given that work. B-Marsh Boxing, let me head up out of here, and I'll catch y'all on the next vid. Peace.